Self-advertising, you are not meant for me, still not surprising. Need no apologies, cause I just don't really care what you think, what you think, what you think. Shame on me, thinking it was just a phase. Got me like ooh, got me like ooh. Ain't it fun recognizing your mistakes? Got me like ooh, feeling so ooh. Now I brought my worst behavior, throwing a party in my head. Yeah, prayers from my saviors. Just let it rain all over me, over me, over me, over me, over me.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We survived and we are back for another stream. Yes, Beto, I'm here. Hope you're doing well. Anyways, we are back and for stream number 2. And this time we're going to be flying the RANS. Very excited to always fly the RANS. This is a lot of fun. And we're going to be messing. We've got a nice little flight plan for you guys. If you want to grab the flight plan, you can jump over to the Discord, and it's actually in there because there's some custom waypoints that you might want to have a look at. If not, just follow me, and all should be well as we cut through the mountains anyway. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you very much for everybody for popping in. If you were there for the previous stream when we were testing out some stuff, it seemed to go pretty good. So, but the scenery will look amazing since we're in GA aircraft. The sim tends to perform even better when it comes to GA. So, hello to all the drop bears in the Discord. They may have been very, very entertaining. I've got some pictures I would like to show you guys before we get going, which is always a nice barrel of laughs. Look at what I've got to put up with this time. This is what I've got to put up with. Let's see. Here we go. This is what I've got to put up with over in there. You know, look at that. This is what I've got to put up with when it comes to the drop bears. Hang on, let me see if I can find you another one here. This was my favorite one. There's Oz Flight Simmer. Boeing rules. That's actually Kirby of the Flight Simmer. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's what I've got to put up with. I actually do like that. I need to get a Boeing shirt like that. That'll be good. Oh, this is Oz Flight Simmer on a hot day. It's got his shirt off. This is what I've got to put up with for the first class member lounge. No one else gets AI pictures for them. It's just me. It's just me. I don't know why I'm so special that I get them for me, but it'd be nice if there's other people that got Bubba Von Bronze AI pictures. Don't know why it's me all the time, but anyways, welcome to stream number 2. We are in the RANS today. I just got to do a couple of checks because I haven't flown this one since I installed the sim. And I just set up the cameras in there, so it should be pretty good. There's actually, I don't know if you guys can see it, there's actually like a hawk or an eagle flying around here. I don't know if that's like part of the sim or part of the scenery. I'm probably leaning it's part of the scenery because I got the Twin Pines scenery here, so... Anyways, let's do some hellos. Just rough. Tony wanted me to start the stream barking. I'm like, well, no one would know what's going on except for the clowns in the drop bears. So, anyways, Mr. Evil, welcome to the stream. Mr. Clive says, good morning, good afternoon. Clive, hope you're having a great weekend. We are starting from Kilo Tango November Papa. Welcome to the stream. Michael from Canberra is back. He's had dinner as well. Who else we got? Kill Switch is back. Welcome to the stream. Actually, I need to turn on. There we go. I can see everybody is with us now. Mr. Willie VR, welcome to the stream. David Walsh is here. G'day. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. What hand wave was that? That was like Ronald McDonald hand wave. I'm just giving Bubba more ideas. William Kelly's here. Is Shane having extra slices? No, I was too busy getting my ass handed to me by AI and I forgot what the time was. So anyways, Marcus Simmer, welcome to the stream. He's in that Sim Update 3, so we won't be able to see him. He'll be invincible or invisible. Mr. Aaron, thank you very much for the 41 months. And he didn't say anything. He just said he didn't say anything. He just dropped in there, silent but deadly. But anyways, thank you, Aaron. Richo's here. Welcome to the stream. He says good morning, good afternoon, and hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Bubba Von Braun says evening aviators. I think you've said more than enough, Mr. Bubba Von Braun. Benny Big Bucks is here. Benny Big Bucks only cares about his big bucks. Welcome to the stream. I hear on the side that Benny Big Bucks is seriously he wants to get 2024, but he doesn't want anybody to know. Anyways, Tony Beddoes here. Welcome to the stream. Aaron, thank you very much for the 41 months. I appreciate it. And I think that nobody important's here, and I think that's it. For the stream. Here we got Clear Prop, we've got Dave, we've got Desmond here, Unleashed is in here. Who else we got over here? Kill Switch, Brizzy, a Flyer from the previous team, and then I got a tree. There's Beto over there, and Clive's over there in the Piper. So awesome. Guys, if you do have the RANS and you want the Oz Flight Sim livery, we had Mr. Marcus test it to make sure it works. Let me know and I will organize it to send it to you, and you can use it with your RANS. I like the Oz Flight Simmer plane, 10 out of 10. Yeah, so the guys at FlyBoy Simulations, because they know that I actually really like their plane, they went and did a livery for us and included in their 2024 aircraft. And they said, "Oh, we'll do a livery." And then I sent them 2 pictures of some of what our friend Jason used to do, because I said I like the old classic style stuff. So they sort of did it on the same theme. So he got his livery maker to make it, and sent it to me. So how cool is that from the guys at FlyBoy Simulations? Not only do they make great planes, they care about the community. So I thought that was pretty good. So good news, ladies and gentlemen, we have got our lights, but I haven't set them up. So the next stream, next Wednesday night stream, you should be able to see my face a little bit more. Not that you want to. Hello, been a while. I hope everyone is well. Hey, Mr. OneWes, what's going on? It has been a while. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. But we're going to get this thing in the air, and we're going to go and start it. I've got to see if I can get the flight plan in here, because I can't remember how to do it when it comes to the P&L files for GA for Microsoft. I haven't done it for ages in 2024. So, but we are going to open up the door here, turn the sim sounds on so you guys can hear. And we I can do a walk around and check the fuel on this one, but actually maybe I should just get rid of the chocks. So I think from memory I can do it in here. There we go. Chocks are removed. I can actually go over and check the fuel and add more fuel on here, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to jump straight back into the plane. A nice livery. Thank you, Mr. Hudson. Hope you're doing well. Guys, if you don't know, James is in the chat. Go and click on Hudson. I think it's I think we actually didn't we put one in for you the other day? I can't remember if we did. Didn't we actually put one in for your channel to come up? I swear I did the other day. Let me have a sniz. Content creators, did I do one for Huddy? No, I need to put one in here for you. But anyways, you can right click Huddison's name, and then you can pop up. He's smashing out the YouTube videos. I tell you what, every second, I can't remember if we did one. Did we do one? I thought we did, but then I don't see it there. No, I didn't do one. I will have one next time. But anyways, go and click on his name. Go and hit the subscribe button. Oh, it is there. I thought we did one. There we go. Go and click that link. Hit the subscribe button. He's popping out videos, and they're actually really, really interesting videos. I've been sort of lurking and watching some of your content, so which is really, really, really cool. So, anyways, let's do a control check. Hudson or James, if you haven't got the RANS S6 from FlyBoy Simulations, highly recommend. It is a great product. All right, let's go and put the fuel in. Parking and brakes on. We are going to get the battery on. And I'm going to bring up the avionics straight away, because I just want to make sure. Normally I wouldn't start it like this, but I just want to make sure that the flight plan is going to be in here. No, it's not. Is it? No. All right, let's see if I can grab this from this silly EFB. I don't know if it actually goes straight into this, though. Let me see if I can grab it, load it from a P&L file. Give me 2 seconds. You can see my big nose. Let's see if it's going to grab it and actually put it in and send. I don't think it sends to the avionics with the update that I've got. No, but that's all right. I can fly a different way anyway, so that's cool. Doesn't really matter if it's in there or not, to be honest. I could add some waypoints in there, but I've got a few custom things in there, so I'm not going to really worry about it. I'm just going to keep it on the map and won't worry about doing directs or anything like that. So I did. Thank you, Brett. Yeah. But go and check out Hudson, and he has a great channel making all sorts of content, so which is nice to see. All right, and let's get out of here, shall we? Let's go and start this plane. All right, I'm going to turn the avionics off for a sec just to get this started. Nav lights can go on, and let's listen to the sound of this thing ticking over. And I don't know if it's cold or not, so I'm going to start with a bit of choke out on this thing, because because that's what I would do on a cold day with this engine, because this actually has the engine I fly in real life. Parking brakes on. Let's clear the left, center, right, and I just noticed that the pitot heat cover's on, that I've got to get out of the plane and get rid of that guy, jump back in the plane, and clear prop. I'm using the AB9, and this thing is awesome with the AB9. I know Hudson's got an AB9 as well, so this thing's absolutely awesome with one. Avionics can go on, panel lights are going to actually pop on, and we'll bring the Garmin back up there. I'm going to leave this on standby at 1200. I was thinking about doing say intentions today, but I'm thinking, no, I'm just going to cruise with you guys and have a little bit of fun, so we're not going to do say intentions today. Mr. Mark Griffin, what's going on? Mr. Dave Cleary, morning Shane from a hot and sticky UK. Is it actually hot and sticky over there? Come on, tell me, what's the temperature in UK today, Dave? The AB9 is incredible. It's fantastic. KTNP is not in is not my home airport, but I'm almost always fly out of here because I love the desert. Really? Oh, interesting. How close is it to your home airport, though? All right. It's very, very muggy. Really? That's interesting. Checking out the winds today. The winds are at 310, and great news, real world winds are showing 21 to 37 knots. If it's 21 to 37 knots, we should not be flying this plane, but we are going to fly this plane regardless. So that's going to make things very, 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 very interesting. What are we sitting on here? 30. We should be 29. I need to change that. 29.88. There we go. It's probably more like it there. All right. Mr. Anthony V, welcome to the stream from a cold New Zealand. Make sure you put your jandals on, my friend. If it's cold, you got to get those piggy toes cold over in New Zealand. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. It's 24 degrees today. It was plus 30 yesterday. Holy cow! How did you survive, Dave? Plus 30 in the UK. Mark Griffin said it's 73 Fahrenheit right now, but I'm supposed to get into the 90s here in in the 90s. So that's like 32. Isn't it meant to be winter where you are in Philadelphia, Mark? Isn't it meant to be in winter? Like 90 Fahrenheit is 32.5 degrees. It's actually 81 in my room right here, though. It's pretty warm. I've got the fan on. And we're in the middle of winter. We actually had, we had our summer solstice yesterday. And if you're in the northern hemisphere, you had your longest day. So, all right. Anyways, I'll quick baffle in there. T's and P's should be all warmed up, because one thing that the RANS doesn't have, I highly recommend anybody, if you haven't got the RANS and you like GA, it's a pretty cheap plane. This gives my double thumbs up. Go over to the Contrail store and pick it up, and also you use the discount code, you'll get a discount, and it's an awesome plane. You'll love it. Oh, we lost all our HOPS hours because we had to reinstall it. Bugger. It's summer right now. Yeah, I know it's summer right now. Winter solstice, no summer. Hey, did I said it the wrong way, did I? I probably said it the wrong way. But yes, we had our shortest day yesterday, said Google. So it's only going to be up from here, Mr. Brett, please. And because it's sunny, we're going to have... these things in real aircraft annoy me because my head always hits them, but we're going to keep it because it actually... See how it puts the shadow on? It's so cool. It actually has shadow reflect in here. It's insane. It's super cool. And then it puts like a red sort of glare on the cockpit reflection if you use the ray tracing reflections. Just keep an eye out for... who's that? Is that Beto over there? I think it's Beto. Got to watch out for him. This guy's doing the moonwalk over there. Look at this dude. He's literally doing the moonwalk. Look at him. He's doing a bad version of the moonwalk, but look at that. Oh, Microsoft Flight Simulator, you make me laugh. Yeah, the Contrail store. You can pick it up over at the Contrail store. Put in exclamation mark Contrail will pop up, and then there's a discount code. And this thing is cheap as chips, but you'll get an extra discount off it anyway. So, or if you don't want to buy it from the Contrail store, you can pick it up from other places as well. But it's a great plane. I really like it. It's one of my favorite planes. And the reason for it is because the work that the developers put in, and it flies like a real plane. Fat bunny hops, I don't know. You always see the NPCs, I don't know, it feels like the NPCs just get a tough time in the sim and they don't really get worked on too much. What's this doing? This person looks sus. No, I think he's sort of trying to walk normal. No, he's not. No. Oh no. He's having a bad day. Right, we've got an absolutely long runway. We won't need to use all of it, that's for sure. Hang on. I'll get ya. There you go, Dave. That should bring up a link for you. And just type in, when you get in there, just type in RANS and you'll find it. So this uses oh, I'm having a memory blank. But anyways, it uses the same engines that I use in the Slings. So very familiar with the same performance as this aircraft. So -7 degrees in Canberra last night. Holy cow, that is freezing. That's why there's two, Michael. No one, when I went to Canberra, no one smiles. Because, and it was for two reasons, I thought. One is because it's so cold, and the rest of them are all bloody government workers and politicians, so no one's, literally, no one smiles in Canberra. Probably you're the only person that I would know that would smile in Canberra. But I noticed in other cities I've been to around Australia, Canberra, they just don't smile. Which runway am I taking off? It said that I was taking off 26. Shit. We've still got enough runway to take off. Excuse me, guys. I've just taxied us around the wrong spot. I wasn't watching what I was doing. That's not the first time. That happens quite often here on the channel. They just don't smile like Queenslanders. Sometimes they do smile. Sometimes they do. This airport's having some issues. It's meant to be a 2024 approved airport, but, you know. Let's do all right, brakes are holding, so 3,500 on the Rotex is where you want to get it. Everything P's in the green. Cool. All right, let's do check the mag, no more than 170 drop. Back to both. Left mag, no more than 120 difference from the right mag, which is not. Back to both. Doesn't have a fuel pump on this thing. So we're just going to go straight to idle. And I'm going to push the choke in. So I should have pushed that in before. And back to 2000. She's good to go. That goes up, that goes down, that goes up, that goes down, and if you could always see the tail, which I can in the slings, up, down, and pray that the rudder's doing the right thing. Cool. Let's do this. They can go over to Alts. Let's get a strobe light on. A strange city at Canberra, no city centre, just office blocks and fast food. All the shoppers appear to seem to be in big malls. Yeah. I think that's sort of like where, I don't know, it's obviously a different sort of place because it's, the town planning's different than all the other towns in Australia. We don't need much runway. We are at 2,000 feet, but we should be all right. Speed to live. 40 knots. We'll rotate, and she just wants to fly. Knots. We're just going to get some altitude straight away. The suburbs have shopping centres and just no city centre to speak of. Yeah, but there's a big mall in the city centre, though. There is one. It's like an inside-outside mall thing. It's not tiny. Well, there was one like 5 years ago when I went there. Let me have a look and see which direction we need to go. Which is this direction here. So the course is going to be 257 on the course. So pretty much just follow this road out is where we need to go. We might turn on the autopilot actually. So we can have it there. But we're going to hand fly it for a little bit because this thing's awesome to hand fly. And we've got some really cool sort of carve-outs through the mountains that we'll be flying through today, so it should be a pretty cool flight. But the first part of it's pretty much... Ooh, a little bit of wind pop there. Brett Play says, I'm going there to visit the War Memorial. The War Memorial is absolutely insane. Brett. And also I highly recommend go and see the dinosaur museum there too. That's really, really cool. And we have 130 electric buses now on the road. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the my two favourite things when we went there was the dinosaur museum, which is actually really good, and the War Memorial's insane. And I think they've just done renovations to it again, haven't they? They've done some more stuff in there. I think they've got some more helicopters and stuff in there. I'm just flying at the route in the Starship. What a joy to fly it. Weird thing is that most beautiful and interesting GA copy ever. Yeah. I do have access to it, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Been many years since I went there. Yeah. It's awesome. All the malls are outside. What's the one in the city centre then? Isn't that not classed as a mall? They've got some chain stores in there, or is that not there anymore? I remember walking to it from my hotel. Well, I wonder if that's not classed the city centre then. That might not be classed as the city centre. I thought it was, but I'm by all means not an expert on Canberra geography, that's for sure. Alright, I'm going to put the autopilot on, which is a really basic autopilot. So we get level before that plane. I can see us tumbling down. 257. Those click spots need to be a little bit better, to be honest. It's probably my only gripe, but then there's a lot of click spots in flight sim that are pretty ordinary. This will get us back on to the routes, and we will keep it at 3K. There we go. You're spot on, Shane. You are spot on, Shane. It's the city. So was I right? There is one in the city? I still got flaps up. Holy cow. Seriously, look how many people are out here living all the way out in the desert here. It's crazy. YouTube is now showing side-by-side ads like on Twitch. What, on this stream? Oh, shit. Maybe I put, I might have clicked. What's that meant to be? The what? The Aussie Zonics? I usually have monetization off, but I might have actually switched it on accidentally, William Kelly. You had those before. Yeah, I keep monetization off on the streams, but I might have left them. I might have left them on another streamer. I've never monetized any of the streams because I sort of rely on your guys' donations and super chats and stuff, so I don't have to. Let me go and check the settings. I might have forgot to click it off. So you guys saying you guys are seeing ads on this stream? Hope not. I'll just wait to get a confirmation before I go and look at settings. $1 per view per minute. $1 per view per minute. I don't think so. I wish. There is. All right, hang on. Let me look at my settings. I don't have. There it is. It is on. I forgot to click it off. There we go. It's off. Sorry, guys. I never normally have it on. I don't know why it's on. A nice selection. Ads are gone. Just let me know in the next half an hour or so if you actually see any, and I'll go and check it again. But I switched them off. They were on. I obviously clicked it accidentally, or I've forgotten to unclick it. I think when you go and do a live thing, it automatically has them on, and you've got to unclick it. I usually unclick it. That's the first time we've probably had ads on the stream for since we've streamed. So apologies for that. We probably made 2 cents. Yeah, we probably made 2 cents for that whole lot of ads. You don't get ads very much on YouTube streams anyway, so. Geez, you guys are going super slow. I'm only doing, I'm doing 105 knots. We're absolutely flying in this thing. Holy cow, 105 knots is crazy speeds. Crazy speeds. Absolutely fanging it. Put it towards the 50, 90. Holy cow, hang on, I just got to turn ads back on. Got to turn the ads back on.
Without you, I can't live. I can't give anymore.
There we go. We've just been demonetized anyway, thanks to Chase. Thank you, Chase. Brett says, I've noticed that YouTube pushes more people to stream with ads, or even if it's starting ads. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, obviously. How much did you miss? Yeah, I gotcha. Thank you very much. I was just mentioning before, I was just saying that years and years ago, if you had 100,000 subscribers, you could probably make YouTube a full-time job. Now you probably more need to like 1 million subscribers to make a full-time job out of it. I think you guys would be surprised how much money, how much revenue we make, which is like nothing from YouTube. Would not surprise me. Yeah, okay. The good part. Yeah. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing... Oh, that'd be something ridiculous. Oh, there's an airport over there. What's going on over here? What's that? That is another little airport over there. Why it's funny about Ken Lee, his tone, voice, breathing controls, diction and expressions are truly masterful. I know. Would have taken a lot of practice. And it's actually a lady, William. That's the last word we heard. Yeah, I just re-explained what I said, so you didn't miss anything. It's got a cross on that runway, so we can't actually fly and land there. On both sides too, so out of order. Out of order. Oh, I hate it. Do you know when you get an eyelash in your eye? It's freaking annoying. I've got one in there too. If you're lucky, we might see an orb out here, Chase. We might find one out in the desert. I knew that. I was just testing you. Let's see, are we on track here? We are. So this leg's 27 nautical miles, and then we start making our way. So basically, we're actually flying into Palm Springs as one of the legs, where we've done a couple of flights on the last stream, which is over on the other side of the mountains here. I'm going to need to actually go up in altitude here because we're getting closer. Up to 4K. .27 signal called Travis Taylor quick. he's probably in some sort of cave where he should be. Good morning, everyone. Mr. Gerald Jones, welcome back to the stream, sir. Hope you're doing well. We're just flying in the desert, and where the wind is much stronger up at 4K. As Clive's just passed us in the PA-28. Firing rockets. Yeah, I think there's enough rockets being thrown around in the world at the moment. Holy cow. But let's not go there. We'll leave that for many other YouTubers around the world to talk about that. Not here on the Oz Flight Sim channel. Are you not watching the Skinwalker Ranch yet? No. Have they got a new series out? I can't keep up with all the YouTube videos, Chase. I've got like 3 or 4 links from today I need to send you. It's crazy. No. Alright, so we're going to be slowly making the turn, and like I said, Palm Springs is just over this mountain here, but we're going to go around the long way. And then we're basically going to be cutting through the mountain range, what they use to fly helicopters through to get on the west side of the east side of California to the west side. We're pretty much following one of those routes, so which is super cool. It looks like a big massive Buc-ee's down there, but it would be Buc-ee's, but that's a shopping centre for sure. Right, next leg. We need to change to 219. Which is 7 nautical miles. This is a short leg. And then we've got another leg. So Palm Springs will be, there's about 4 or 5 airports on today's trip, and then Palm Springs will be the first airport that we're going to, we're actually flying over one now. What's this? Cool little airport. Oh, that's one of those ones that you live on. Look at that, there's people's houses and stuff. Oh, I'd love to live in one of those. Where you live on like an airport. Holy cow, look at that. All those people's houses and their planes can be parked there. That would be absolutely insane. I have so many of those in the US, it's crazy. Sorry, I had the sim sounds up way too loud while we're cruising. Gonna need to go up higher soon too. Turn that off and just do a bit of my own flying here. Just keep following this this road. It will take us where we need to go pretty much. Hey, Richard Buer, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Was just doing some EGA flying in the RANS tonight. We're in the desert, but we're going to be on our way going to the west coast. Hope you're doing well, Mr. Richard. Joe Jones says, Microsoft should add the music in the background when we're flying our planes with different airlines. Well, there's a lot of freeware stuff that you can. I don't know, Gerald Jones, if you're on Xbox or not, but there's freeware stuff you can do. Or maybe it might be like they sort of thing they do with ATS. Mr. Ed Coombs, Airman, welcome back. But yeah, there's freeware stuff if you're on PC, you can get it done. And there's a lot of payware stuff that does it too. So, Clive must have bloody... he must have slewed. Because I thought he was closer than that. Some nice views on this trip though. Can't believe all these people live out in the desert. Holy cow, that's crazy. ATS music is awesome. I'm not sure allowed to stream it though. I thought it was able to be streamed. Yeah, on Xbox Series X. Yeah, it makes it a bit hard with all that sort of stuff. Can you please just shout out for it to me? What do you mean shout out? You asked for one before. Generally, what I do, if people ask for shout outs, I usually time them out. Because I talk to everybody in the chat. Let's do a quick fuel check up here. Oh, we're running a little bit low. I can't get the A350 Microsoft Sim on Xbox. Negative Ghost Rider, not at the moment. It'd taken a while to get it to work on Xbox. They're still trying to get it to work on PC properly. Can you give the pink frog a slap across the face? I sure can. Mr. Inspector, what's going on? Can Toad... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The trouble has started. Not done a shout-out timeout for ages. Yeah, well, Inspector's not too far away from it, and then Aaron's just near him, so I might just throw another one in there. The troublemakers are back. Oh, look out. All right, so we can actually cut through here. I might cut through here to save time because it is quite a long flight tonight. So we may cut across here to get to Palm Springs. Look at these people living down dirt streets and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm going to live down here with some rattlesnakes. Holy cow, what a place to live. Because are you guys kids? How old are you guys? You love me too much to time me out. Joe Chance, Microsoft needs to start focusing on Series X people. They can do... Well, the thing is, they can't focus on Series X if they can't even get the sim right. So I don't think they're not focusing on Series X, or they're not focusing on PC, or they're not focusing on whatever. It is the sim launched with 32,000 bugs. They're trying to get the bugs sorted first, just so we've got a sim. And trust me, all the stuff that's in the betas, you guys have got access to it as well on the Xbox. I personally don't know why the sim is available on Xbox, because the Xbox is a limited piece of hardware. It would be hard for a Servo to have this thing running properly on an Xbox machine. I guess that's the reason why they decided to stream it. Ooh, it's coffee time. It's coffee time when we get to Palm Springs today. Oh, what a view. That's a nice view. There we go. There's Mr. Kill Switch. He's moving a little bit quicker. Idle cutoffs there. Oh, did you hear me? That wasn't meant to be for you to hear. Oh, you didn't hear me. I just said it before. I wouldn't mind having a coffee. Yes, that's lovely. Caffeine. Thank you very much. It was a good call. Mrs. Oz come in. She was going to ask me anyway. There we go. We don't need to... Oh, there we go. We just had a nice little review on the Etsy. Just had a crash to desktop. Really? No, that's right. David, turn on dynamic in your graphics and set it for maybe 30 frames and see how you go if you continue having crashes to desktops. I'm having a Cinnabon coffee. What's a Cinnabon coffee? That sounds a bit la-di-da. I'm getting winds from the mountains here. No sugar for me, please, Mrs. Oz. Yeah, we don't have sugar in our coffees here in this household. I don't need any more sugar. I'm fat enough as it is. Might have to put some fuel in when we get to where we need to go. Now I've got some performance out of the sim. I might be able to try some VR. Actually, KONT likes coming out to Palm Springs in the real world. Cinnamon. Oh, so it's a cinnamon flavored coffee. Interesting. Who makes that? Like, no one would have grass. Like, no one's got grass. They'd just have rocks. Everything would just be looking brown, wouldn't it? If you lived out here. It'd just be brown. Just dirt everywhere. Like, if you lived... No, this is not me taking the piss or anything. If you lived out here, dirt would and dust would just be on everything and be a problem, wouldn't it? Or not? Oh, there's grass there, but that's like a baseball field. Oh, there's a pool there. If they pay attention to PC players, they do the same for Xbox Series X players. Looks like a little bit like South Australia. Yeah, South Australia's pretty dusty. Brown is new green. Isn't that a TV show? Oh, it's a Keurig. Yeah, okay. Yes. Hang on. Oh, I was going to take you off the screen. Hey? Yeah, but you were in your PJs. I was going to say, you didn't care? Ah, okay. A bit like most parts of Australia, it's just a bit less red. Yeah. You would know, Marcus. All right, we're coming up to the first stop. I am going to duck out to check on the girls and put them to bed for the night, so I don't have to worry about... I can't really be bothered putting on any more prints tonight. It's been pretty quiet this weekend, actually. They're just finishing up anyway. When do you think you'll get back there, Marcus? In the next year or two? Do you think you'll get back there for a little bit? In New Mexico, grass really wood is expensive. Okay. So I sort of know what the winds are here because we flew here before. So, but we'll actually, instead of landing on later this year, hopefully. Oh, nice. Are you going to be able to just like spend the summer over here? Seen some of those giant wind turbines. Red is iron oxide. Yeah, well, we have a lot of iron in Australia, don't we? These puppies over here. Little ones, big ones, middle-sized ones, fat ones, skinny ones. Just like people, you know. See the big, tall, fat one in the back over there? That's me. That's the plan. Nice. So basically you're trying to skip winter. You spend a lot of time pumping iron. Yeah, you and me both, Inspector. Am I going to the expo? Negative, a Ghost Rider. No, it's unfortunately too expensive. Yeah, I've got other priorities I'd rather spend money on than a trip all the way to the US for a few days. So I probably wouldn't look at going to the expo unless it was on the West Coast, because it takes ages to fly over there, and then you got to add another 6-hour trip from flying from the West Coast to the East Coast. Even though I'd love to go to New York City and have a look. It's one of the cities I haven't been to in the US that I'd like to see, but no, not going to the expo this year. The cool thing is, though, because I get to make videos straight away of what's going on, because I have a lot of friends over there that do go, so I sort of don't really miss out on what's actually happening. And I'm very, very lucky because I do different contacts and stuff in the simulation world. I already know a lot of the releases that are actually happening at the expo already, which I won't say. I have access to knowing what's releasing. So, but yes. So generally when the expo comes out, it's not really too much of a surprise for me the last couple of years of what's been released or announced at the expo, because I already know about it. Maybe West Coast again next year. Yeah. Yeah. And hopefully things in the world have sort of settled down a little bit too, which would be nice. I'm happy to sit in the lucky country at the moment and not really go anywhere, to be honest. All right, let's start slowing down. Fraser, hello, mate. Welcome to the stream. All right, first notch of flaps going down. And then we're going to make our turn in. And that's going to go off. But on the scheme of things, in the line of work that I used to do, I've been to many expos. And I've exhibited at many expos. The actual flight sim expo is tiny when it comes to an expo. Like it's super small. You can walk through it in like 10 minutes. But it's more of going there to meeting people, I think, is probably the main thing. But we are in a small... Is that like a river or something? No, that's sewers, by the looks of it. It's a small community we have. Right, so the runway on the right-hand side is the GA runway. We've got a massive headwind because we're hardly even moving. There we go. Just got a massive headwind gust there. It's pushed us down. We basically went from 70 knots to like 50 knots. Now we just got to, there we go. And you can even notice that that is the worst feeling when you fly the plane. It goes from a headwind and it moves around, and the tail, you can feel the tail go. That always gives me the heebie-jeebies when I'm flying a plane in real life. And I just noticed it happen then in the sim. Apart from not getting the heebie-jeebies because you don't get the feel of it, but yeah. Emma, it's an awesome plane. It's one of my favorite GA planes in the sim. The guys at FlyBoy Simulations, I can't wait for them to bring out some more stuff. This thing's really cool. Oh, there we go. We just got pushed down again. All right, we've got to actually use the rudder now. Oh, just get plenty of gusts today. There we go. Nice soft landing. Didn't even hear the tires squelch. Yeah, you'll love it. It's an awesome plane. And I'm not sure if James is still here, but this thing with the AB9 is awesome. And Marcus is probably using the force feedback yoke, and that would be awesome on that too. We need more wind shear, just not for added excitement. Yeah, the thing is, Glenn, the planes need to be able to be modeled to be able to use it properly. So this plane here and the Just Flight aircraft have taken advantage of the new flight model from Microsoft Flight Simulator for 2024. They use it properly, so they actually simulate it. So when the wind, you're getting winds. So exactly what happened there is we got winds were sort of pushing and dropping and pushing and dropping in the plane. I had to pitch the nose down for speed and throttle for attitude and all that sort of stuff. They've got to have the aircraft that actually use it properly. And as you can see, it's gusting. So that was a lot of fun. Sometimes it's not the sim, it's just the plane makers aren't making and using the technology of the sim. Michael from Canberra, thank you very much for the $2. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you, sir. Thank you very much for doing that. Guys, please drop some emotes in there. All that goes back to the channel so we can keep doing cool stuff for the sim. Did you get the Starship? I have access to it. I just haven't had a chance to fly it. And the reason why is because we've been having issues with the sim's performance, and it's an aircraft that needs to be done justice. And now we've got the sim working the way it should be working. We'll be popping that in some streams very, very soon. But I do have access to the Starship. But there's a reason why we haven't flown it. I didn't want to be a stuttering mess with a legendary developed aircraft like that, so. Alright, so we're going to taxi back. We're going to put some fuel in. Yeah, it would have been just crap experience, and I would have gotten shitty with it because the Starship's awesome. I'm just going to go over to... I'm getting pushed over here a little bit. There we go. I saw Mr. Kill Switch there. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for dropping in the emotes to Mr. Michael from Canberra. Jeez, I nearly keep eating my microphone. I'm just going to park here. I need to put some more fuel in. So the tanks are over here. Whoops. There we go. I could go and actually fill up the tanks, but I'm just going to go and... I suppose I could show you guys. I think from memory, if we go over here, there should be some click spots for us to check. Shit, I don't want to start the engine. That's to burp it. Oh, that's the oil tank. We don't want to do that. Where's the fuel tank on this thing? There's other click spots for it. I can't remember where FlyBoys told me they were. I've forgotten where they were. Oh well. Mr. Schmacko, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. All right, guys, I'll be back in a sec. I'm going to turn some music on and just going to have a quick little pilot's break, and then we'll do the next leg, which we'll have some really good views as we get there. So I'll be back soon.
Listen and relax. From here on, you don't have to say a word. So just let go and don't hold back. I've got you, welcome you into my world. I know that some might say that I am just a bad girl, but if you treat me right, I will be the best girl in this whole world. No, I'm not gonna fight. I got my hands on your body, so tell me what you want me to do. I can be good or be naughty, because there ain't nobody love you like I do, like I do, like I do, like Drown yourself in the neon. You came to this place to hide away in the dark. You tell yourself you need to move on, but one night in the shadows can't ease your broken heart. They turn the volume up, you shut your mind. Wanna escape your thoughts for a little while, but when you close your eyes, I'm by your side, I'm by your side, right? You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over, but you see my face on all the strangers though. So are you sure that it's over? When you close your eyes, I'm by your side, babe. When you close your eyes, I'm on your mind, babe. You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over. Drown yourself in the smoke, babe. You came to this place to hide away for a while, but we both know that when it gets late, one call away and then you are spending the night. They turn the volume up, you shut your mind. Wanna escape your thoughts for a little while, but when you close your eyes, I'm by your side, I'm by your side, right? You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over, but you see my face on all the strangers though. So are you sure that it's over? When you close your eyes, I'm by your side, babe. When you close your eyes.
Alrighty. Alright, let's jump back into the plane. Let's put some fuel in this thing. This is where I put fuel, isn't it? Quick fuel. No, it's the seat. I'm gonna go to the fuel. There we go. Let's load that one in. Cool. Alright, let's go and start this thing. Won't need to choke because it'll be a warm start, so... Yeah, no jokes about having a life, because some of us actually don't really have a life, you know. Including me. Alright, brakes are off. Let's backtrack and back taxi down here a little bit. Oh, actually, I don't need to, because that's going to be more than enough runway for us to get out of Dodge here. So we're going to go on Delta. We won't need to any more room than that. And I'll just make sure for our next leg is we're going to go, holy cow, 227 for 18 nautical miles, I think it is. 227. I just spin that around the wrong way. I did. Hang on. Yeah, 227. Put that on the heading bug here. No. Doesn't want to go the way that I want to go. Only wants to go one way. Come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. Cool. This is Dodge. What do you mean? Dodge, California. This is, we are in Palm Springs. Have an awesome life with the Seniors Club. Michael from Canberra is he's a very, very busy and sought after man these days. Alright, clear on the left, clear on the right. Let's get out of here. Oh, get out of Dodge. Yeah, get out of Dodge. What's the plane flying? Michael, it is the RANS S6 from FlyBoy Simulations. One of the best GA planes in the sim. Because it flies like a real plane. Best place to pick it up over at the Contrail store. You can use our link and you'll get a discount. But this thing's pretty cheap. It's a great plane. Oh, look at that. It's an Intruder. Holy cow. That's a great movie, The Intruder. Anybody remember that movie? We've, what's it gonna say? There's a bloody F-111 too. Alright, so we're going to cruise up here for a bit. And we're going to go find our... pretty much follow this canyon up. Or just win a giveaway like I did. How do you mean win a giveaway? PC only or Xbox 2? It is, Michael, it is PC only at this stage, but they are putting it into Xbox. So it will be in Xbox. It's just not there yet. Alright, now we'll climb up. We've had some speed. I don't have an engine out. Even though we're 1,000, we're probably only 500, which would get in trouble. The FAA would tell us off for flying this low over these houses here in a built-up area, so we need to climb. I can't remember, Schmacko, are you on PC or I assume you're on Xbox by the sounds of that question. Yeah, it should not there. I'll go and I won my from your partner in crime, Darren. From FlyBoy Simulations. Did you win it? When you did your giveaway. Yeah, I put our good friends at FlyBoy Simulations onto a few of my content creator friends, such as Symphonic, Sid Squadron, and also KONT, also known as Continuum. So they've all used it in their streams and so forth. So where is everybody gone? There we go. But yeah, and I only recommend products to my other content creator friends and good companies if they're actually really, really good, such as FlyBoy Simulations. So have you done your joint stream yet? No. It was my time. It was my time, or it was my fault on the previous one why we didn't do it, because I got super sick. And then I just said, let's do it straight away after Expo. Because I think the only thing that's on Darren's mind this week is the Flight Sim Expo. He's very, very excited. It's like I don't know if he's taking his family with him. I think he's just having a boys' trip this year. Look at all these guys. We should do slaloms through them. That's what we should have done, but I won't. look at them all. Look at all that free air. Well, it's not really free, but they put them there because the wind that basically that flies through this canyon just whips up. So they're in a perfect spot. Let's put them there. That's all you hear from him and the boys talking about. Yeah, I figured as much. Do what? Do what? Just do it. What are you talking about, Inspector? I will say this though, I don't think that the expo is gonna be as big as what last year's was. I think last year was big because Microsoft was there and they were launching a new sim, so there was a lot of hype there. They should have been there this year, but also is I don't think there is going to be many sort of many big shocking announcements at the sim that people sort of the expo. Everybody sort of thinks there's going to be big announcements, but there never seems to be really big. So obviously there's going to be hardware is generally going to be the biggest thing talked about at the expo this year. It's pretty lucky where it's windy where they put them. I think it's because they knew there's always winds here. So that's the reason why they put them here. Plus it goes down the canyon and then it sort of comes out. So helicopters generally fly this route through because they can't get over the mountains there. But it is interesting with the winds through here. But this is actually a known helicopter route to get to the west coast. Look at that. Oh, we should have done a slalom, I was thinking. Now I've caught Inspector. We should have done a slalom for him. Now I'm with you, sorry. I talk in riddles quite a lot. Did you guys see that hot air balloon that exploded? Did any of you guys see that happen over the weekend? The hot air balloon that caught on fire and then they just plummeted down. Did you guys see that? It caught on fire in mid-air and then it burnt and then they just come plummeting down. It was 21 people in it. 21 people. Apparently 16 of them survived, but they can't be in too much of... They'll be bloody injured, that's for sure. Truck stop there. Yeah, it looked nasty. I think 6 people died. How could only 6 people die from that? All of them must have like spinal injuries or something. It would have been crazy. I couldn't watch it after I looked at one person that fell before it crashed. Did one person fall before it crashed? Holy cow. No, not the Hindenburg. This is a real life... I don't know how the thing caught on fire. They landed on... No, there's no time for jokes about that. It's too early, Inspector. It's so sad. We've got enough bloody people getting blown up, let alone this sort of stuff. It sounds that the thing made when it hit the ground was insane. I've only seen one view of it. I don't know if people caught closer views. I'll have to YouTube it. What did it land on? Does anybody know? Did it land in trees or on a house? Or I think it was in like a suburban area too. No, that's how they survived. unintentionally obvious. Did you do balloon crash investigations on them? Man, this headwind is driving me insane. But look at this. We're barely moving. We've got a massive headwind. This is going to take us freaking ages. Like, we're doing... Our ground speed won't be doing this, but we're doing like 120, 110 miles an hour. But our ground speed won't be doing it. Hey, Phil, what's going on? Hey, Shane, how's it going? What's your next destination? Just look at the flight plan there. Kilo Bravo November something it is. I've got it pinned up at the top there. Flying a picnic hamper is not for me. Yeah, I've wanted to do it. Now I've watched that, I'm having second thoughts about it. Like, I think it would be amazing to do hot air ballooning. But now I'm just like, geez, they can fall out of the air pretty easy. Because ballooning accidents are a pretty rare thing. Hot air balloons are likely still have some limited buoyancy as they come down and do not impact like the aircraft on firewood. Yeah, well, no, this thing was skydiving down by itself. Like, it was going down quick. Looks shocking, I know. 8 confirmed dead. Pilot told passengers to jump clear just before hitting the ground. Really? Good on him. Good news, no more ads. Yeah. I accidentally forgot to unselect it. I think from memory, I'm just too used to doing it. Like, when I'm setting up a stream, it's just like muscle memory. I've been in a couple of flights. Yeah. I would love to do it. I looked at some pricing just to do, you know, but Jesus Christ, it's an expensive little thing to do. Bloody expensive. There's Angel flying with us. Looks like Clive's struggling with the wind as well. Does that work, like falling an elevator then jumping before you hit the ground? I don't know. But then again, if only 8 died from what I saw, holy cow. It's amazing that dude in 11A. Apparently it wasn't even his seat either, wasn't it? He changed his seat or something. Imagine just being in a basket, just falling down like that. It'd just be crazy. It'd just be crazy. Like, there's no seatbelt. You're just in a basket falling down. No seatbelt. You don't have a tube around you like an airline. You're just in a basket falling. Holy cow, that'd be freaking... I'm guessing that the flaming balloon canopy didn't land on top of them, plus everyone together, I guess you'd possibly cause more fatalities and injuries. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies thinking about it. Holy cow, this headwind. This airport is our next airport, so whoever was asking about an airport, I'm going to fly past it because we've got to go all the way up here. I'm not going to land on this one. I'm going to keep going because our headwind is crazy. But that was going to be a stop, but I'm going to keep going. because we're barely even moving. Hey, the trucks don't want to drive on the road either. Not a great week for aviation. Not a great week for the world, I don't think. Oh, there we go. We got a bit of speed. Look at that. Did the wind change? That windsock does not work. So notice how we've sort of gotten out of the desert a little bit, and it's slowly changing from the desert down to where Palm Springs were. It's already changing. There's a bit more greenage around here. Because this comes up to the farming area, California, isn't it? I saw a clip today where KLM Qantas and another airline have decided to ditch Boeing for Airbus planes. There we go. They're protesting against the... well, I think Qantas was getting rid of all the Boeing planes anyway, Schmicko. But a lot of them are going for Airbus because Airbus is coming out with new planes. And the only thing that Boeing's working on, which is sort of stop-started, is the 777X. Other than that, nothing's really come out. But also you've got the tariff issues that is happening with USA, and the Boeings are majority made over in America, so, or assembled over there, so I think they're going to be too expensive. Or just too hard to do business with. But before all the stuff happened in the US, I think Qantas already made plans to get out of Boeing anyway. Bit of fuel efficiency and passenger size. Yeah, it's Qantas already made that decision a long time ago. And they don't have much, not a big Boeing fleet anyway. They've got some 737s and stuff, but they don't really have much anymore. Airbus has planes ready to deliver, and Boeing's new planes will still going through certification. Yeah. Yep, that's what we need. We need more Boeings. I mean, not more Airbuses. I think the next thing you're going to see emergence from will be like from China, or someone will bring out a lot more airliners that will get certified to fly around the world. Because I think, I don't know, I feel like Boeing's going to have problems in the future, and someone's sort of going to take their place, I feel. Neither Airbus or Boeing are keen to bring new designs, as they have huge back orders for existing designs that will be cancelled if they announce new designs. Yeah. Which does happen. Yeah, but the thing is that you might go, oh, KLM's put an order in for 100 Boeings, but that doesn't mean anything, because a lot of them cancel their orders for something else, or they may pick up someone else's order that someone else cancelled, and then they can move up the line. So it's very, very common for airlines to cancel orders. Yeah, Comac has a good design, but it's not certified outside. Well, I reckon, Glenn, one day it will be. One day it probably will be. can't believe how built up it is for like, that's another big shopping center there, or a factory. No, that's a probably a bloody Amazon warehouse or something. It's massive. So we're going to Kilo Oscar November Tango, which is an international airport up here. And then we're going to be making our way into the coast. Tricky, what's going on, legend? Welcome to the stream. What's this plane like to fly, Oz? Schmacko, it's amazing. 2 thumbs up, my friend. 2 thumbs up. Hope you're doing well, Tricky. Welcome to the stream. There we go. Just dig a bit of dirt, whack a heap of houses in there, call it an estate. Look at that. A lot of airliners apparently hitting out Embraer to make a 737 size wide body, but they cannot afford themselves. And if Brazil got finance, it will use tariff. It will tariff the hell out of it. You reckon? .737 narrow body. I don't know. Airbus is definitely leading it when it comes to airlines, though. Got to bow out and enjoy the rest of the flight. No worries, Dave. Off to see the Reds. Who are the Reds? That sounds like rugby or something. Or is that football? Or soccer? Mr. Taxi, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Oh, that's you over there, fella. I see ya. I see ya. T-Rex, red arrows. Oh, for the RAF. Okay, yeah. I get you. Look at them just digging a highway through these mountains here. Holy cow. Man, the US is such a big place. So you got Riverside Airport, which is just over here somewhere. So we're going to stay away from that. Do you know what? The Microsoft Flight Simulator ETE is still crap in 2024 as what it was in 2020. The reason the Bombardier sold their regional design to Airbus, it got hit with 100% tariff on the US sales, as Boeing claimed that the Canadian finance meant they were dumping it. I don't understand that 100%, but I understand what you mean by tariff. I don't understand the Canadian part, is what I was meant to say. Mr. Chase T, catch you later, my friends. Have a goodie. Geez, it must be late over in the in New Zealand at the moment. What's the time? Oh, it's 9:30. Still early. There's obviously power lines running through there. Yeah. You see power lines like that in the air, you actually use them as a navigation point or a visual aid when you see power lines like that. interesting place up there. New Zealand. It's meant to be my New Zealand accent. You know, like fish and chops. Fish and chips, bro. Bruh. Say it fast. Fish and chips. I've got this thing going as quick as I can. Like, look at it. We are not in maneuvering speed, that's for sure. Not in maneuvering speed. Because we've got a massive headwind. Oh, what have we got over here? We've got a Draco over there. And we'll have a tailwind on the next section, so that's going to be good. We've probably got about 15 nautical miles to our next airport. Which is just up here. Man, you guys know how to build highways in the US, which is crazy. Still on West USA server? Yeah, Phil. Yeah, of course, mate. We're still on the... you can always hit exclamation mark server, but yeah, we're still there. We're still there. $9.26. Is Nelly going to join the 1,000-hour club? The club without a club, you know, as Brett and William like to call it. Now everyone's going to start checking their odds points. There we go. Michael's got 883. I reckon Inspector's in like the 500-hour mark. 632 is higher than what I thought he was. $734. No, it's all good, Evil. You are landing at the next location or continue through Dave, or David, I should say. That's a bad habit of mine. Yeah, we'll be landing there. Either is front. No. I want to say goodnight to Junior, so I want to just duck out for a minute. I think the boys might be up there already. I'd say that is where it is up there. But we're definitely giving this thing a run for its money. I've got the RPM sitting at 5.5 Gs. I'd only have a cruise at 5,000 on this thing. And the oil pressure's out. Everything else is in the green. CHTs are good though. We've got this beautiful LA smog. I think it's probably more just not smog because it's still, like if I go to real time, it'll be dark, yeah. So I don't think it's more smog, it's probably more just low level. Shit, what's going on here? Oh, now I've stuffed it. I can't see shit now. Hang on, I've got to wait for the sim to update. I was gonna say I stuffed it. Oh man, if that would have been bad. I was gonna say I stuffed it. I think it's fog more than smog, yeah? Or do you think it's smog? There's the airport there. Holy shit, that scared the bejeebers out of me.
My plane is having a bad time and now I am in the clouds.
It's all the way over there. Clive, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. You don't need to do that. Every Sunday you drop in consistently for years and years and years. Clive drops in a dono, and I think he's like our top 3. He's in the top 3 donos of all time when it comes to the channel. Clive, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It helps me out, and you've been very generous over the years, so thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate it. Guys, please drop in. I've got nothing to play. I can do this though. We can do this. Let's do this. Oh, hang on, I did it wrong. There we go. Let's drop an old Daytona in there for Clive. Guys, please drop some emotes in there for Clive. Geez, that brings back some memories. Dropping me dollar coins in that when I was a kid. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Clive, thank you so much for doing that. Oh, hang on, we've got the H-25, this bloody Airbus helicopter. Thank you guys, that's wonderful. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for doing that. Yeah, Clive pretty much drops in a dono every Sunday, pretty much every week. And I think he's in our top, in the actual dono link, I think he's like number 2 or number 3. It's crazy. Is there only one runway here? We're hardly moving again. We've got a massive headwind again. Where's that bloody helicopter gone? Oh, Clive's still there though. How'd you do that while you're flying, Clive? That's the question. Oh, look at that, trains. Days following the road there, that's for sure. Like we're hardly moving. But when we fly the next leg, which is the longest leg we fly, we're going to have a massive tailwind, so it's actually not going to take us that long. So it's a 45-mile leg. This leg that we flew was 38, but we've been on a headwind the whole time. The next leg we're actually flying down to the coast. We're going to actually have a tailwind, so it's not going to take us that long to get there. I think we've got this airport and another airport stop to go, and then that's the final destination. go. There's Freddy. Nice. We'll give Freddy a little wing wave there. He's tried his best, flying super slow. Look at that angle attack. Can we see him on our wing here? Where is he? There he is. Kill Switch and Clive down the bottom there. I can't see Clive's plane though. Clive, what are you flying? So it's going to tell me. Oh, he's in the Warrior. Yep. I need to reinstall the Warrior actually, because when I basically uninstalled everything because I reinstalled the sim a couple of weeks back just before I got sick, and yeah. I slid over to the other computer. Hey, you've got more than one flight simming PC. Holy cow. Living the flight sim dream, I tell ya. Oh, there's Phil. At least we'll stop here so we can give Phil a chance to catch up. Angel's already on the next leg. That's interesting. It's interesting you get traffic on certain roads, but like you've got them all here, but then they're not in this section there. Must be nice. One for GA, one for airliners. General use and sim. There we go. So he's general use PC and then he's gaming PC. All we are saying, let's give Phil a chance. There we go. In his natural environment, bringing up the rear, there is Lucky Phil. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucky Phil. Now I've lost my mouse. That's karma. Mr. Elliot, my mods have got their eye on you. My mods have got their eye on you. Alright, we're going to fly straight in because we're against the winds. That didn't last long. I think this is another payway airport I have actually, if you remember. I think we've flown in here once or twice in a stream. Jeez, that just popped up. Look at that. That's insane. Man, you guys know how to build like things like that. This dude's going that way. This dude's going that way. That dude's going that way. That dude's going that way. Holy cow, that dude's going that way. It's like a work of art, isn't it? Look at that. It just works. That way, 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 that way. Don't usually like the rear. Oh look, we're getting beaten by a helicopter. you can control and mess around with this aircraft's speed like no tomorrow. It's just, this is just such a fun plane to stick and rudder fly. First solo was in a RANS S6. Hey, Corpus, what's going on? Nice. I'd love to fly one. I'm licensed to fly one. I think flying these would be awesome. I would love to fly a RANS after spending heaps of time in the sim with one. Holy shit, that scared the bejeebers out of me. You might have your work cut out, Evil. Are you doing well? Can't complain. If you're into flight sim, highly recommend picking up the FlyBoy Simulations RANS 6. It's one of my favorite planes in the sim because it actually flies like a real plane. I'm just messing around here. There we go. One wheel landing. Like, you can't do this sort of stuff in other planes in the sim because they can't use the flight mechanics properly. Look at this, one wheel. Grabbed in Microsoft. Oh, it is way better when they've done the native version in 2024. It's insane in 2020, but I just got to watch that wing. Alright, let's finish the landing here. That's why I love flying this plane. You can do it just flies like a real plane. But you don't do that in a real plane. Alright, we're going to park over here. I can't speak highly enough of what FlyBoy Simulations done with this thing. They're one of my favorite developers after making this. And plus they're really cool to make the Oz Flight Simmer livery because they know I like the plane so much, which was a nice touch from them. If you guys do want the livery, you can always hit me up on Discord and I will send it to you. Obviously practice that in the sling. No. I wouldn't do that in a sling. I'd only do stuff like that in a sim. How good is the sim performance now since we changed it to dynamic? It's like night and day. It's seriously insane. I can't believe just a couple of clicks and the sim... I'm just saying, mate, you might want to watch your head. You might just want to watch your head. Mind the gap. I believe they've fixed that up in Sim Update 3 with the avatar. Doubling up like that. I believe there's a fix. Yeah, to stop this stuff. There's a fix for that. Oh, sorry, Freddy. I'll just squeeze my way in through the two gents here then. Make sure we don't touch wings. Loving the livery. Yeah. I'm not sure if it works in 2024 though. But feel free to hit me up and I can send it to you. You can try it. Sorry, in 2020. Because I don't have it installed anymore. going to leave just the battery connected on there. All right, guys, I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm just going to go and make a quick cup of coffee because this one's gone cold. And I don't know, 5 minutes, and then we've got 2 more legs to go if you want to fly. And the 2 best legs of the whole trip too, because we get to carve through a bit more of a closer mountain. So but we'll be back soon.
I'm holding on, if almost gone. Someday I know I'll finally make it through the gates. Just have to wait. You whisper to me, there's no maybe. There's only time for dreams even greater. I hear the call.
Sounds like Inspector and William Kelly needs to get a room by the sounds of it. Just saying.
I know that we can go higher if we keep our faith, if we keep our faith. Sometimes I'm like a whisper in a riot, but I grow stronger, keep believing in me. Still holding tight through every fight, 'cause sometimes I can see through the echo of every day, always the same, until you take a step and let go. You told me that the shades turning brighter, I don't know how. You showed me every heart is a fighter, time is now. I know that we can go higher if we keep our faith, if we keep our faith. Sometimes I'm like a whisper in a riot, but I grow stronger, keep believing in me. Say you're believing in me. You're believing in me. Say you're believing in me. You're believing in me.
Let's just do what you want to. Please don't be polite, 'cause I like your attitude. Let's forget about a curfew, 'cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you, pulse speed and my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna place it, 'cause it only does this with you. Our bodies meet, I can feel the tension, move us into the next dimension. Let's just let our bodies be true. We make out for the thrill of it, mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can have with no regret. We make out for the thrill of it, mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can next dimension. Let's just let our bodies be true. We make out for the thrill of it, mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can have with no regret. Woo. We make out for the thrill of it, mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can have with no regret. For the thrill of it, for the thrill of it, for the thrill of it.
Do you remember the time when we were young and wild and free? Do you remember that life we had together? We can fall in love, we can fall in love, we can fall in love again, again. We can fall in love, we can fall in love, we can fall in love again, again. Maybe it's our destiny. Destiny. Maybe it's our destiny. Destiny. What if our love is alive? What if our hearts still beat in time? Don't you just wanna find out? Come on, let's take that climb. We can fall in love, we can fall in love, we can fall in love again, again. We can fall in love, we can fall in love, we can fall in love again, again. Maybe it's our destiny. Destiny. Maybe it's our destiny.
All right. Plenty of fuel. Plenty of fuel. All right. Let's get out of here. We're going to take off 26 right. We should still have enough runway length to take off. And before we do that though, to check. So, heading's going to be 140. I'm just going to set that just in case I decide to jump on it. Alrighty, let's get out of here. And we should have a tail wind for this leg here. Can you taxi on one wheel? No, well, I need to get some lift into the plane to be able to do that. Well, that plenty of runway for this thing. You know, some drag over the wings. Goes faster over the top and slower underneath. You know, that stuff. Lift. Hang on, I'll see. There you go, Marcus. Alright, I can't tack because I need a nose gear. There we go. I nearly stalled it too. Being a smart ass. I was trying to lift off like a rocket ship on it, but I only had one notch of flap, so that wasn't going to work. So, but this thing would be a great stall plane if you got it modified. We should be absolutely zooming. So where Angel is basically where we're going. So we're going to be flying down a canyon, and we have to follow a road, and there's only one way to get through it. Lift, what's that? Like the thing on skyscrapers? Yes, the thing on the skyscraper. Yeah. Hey, what does that say over there? L-A-L... Can't read it. Where's Phil? Did he catch up? Oh, there's lucky Phil. Come on, Phil. What airport for that? I think that was like Sacramento or something, wasn't it? If you have a look up the top there, it was Kilo Oscar November Tango, and we're going to 33 Alpha, which I think's a waypoint actually. Oh no, it's Bill's field or something. Of course. Already. But what's one of the things they'll teach you if you ever go and do your pilot's license is if you're flying sort of longer distances, you want to line up on your compass what your heading wants to be, and then look at lining up on a visual aid like a mountain and something, so that you can line it up and you can just focus on that pretty much and you'll know where you're going. So I'm going to focus on just to the right of this mountain, and that's going to keep me at 140 pretty much. And then once I get to there, I'll have a look at what next we're going to. The S6 used to have a small wing option only, 116 feet, which really improved at the roll rate. Logged a few hours in one of these with small wings, and the Jabiru 336 cylinder engine, it was a rocket ship. Yeah, I've done most of my flying Corpus in a Sling too. But something like this would be fun to fly. I've never flown actually yet over wing plane. I did a quick flight over the Marriott. Did you pick up the Corsair, Willie, in DCS? We won't even be on this map anymore, I was going to say. There we are. I've been trying to fly the Thunderbolt on the new German map and doing more Marius 1940 map with the Corsair. I've been waiting a long time for the Corsair and very happy with it. Nice. Are you going to behave yourself, Elliot? Well, Elliot, just let me say we're all delighted with excitement that you're back, my friends. I told my wife she's banned from my hot air balloon flight after the story. I told my wife she's banned from any hot air balloon flight after the story on the news. She replied, are you banned from flying any aircraft or helicopters? Where are you guys heading? Where are you guys heading now? We're heading actually to the west coast now. Mr. Yeller, you're cool to hang out with us, no problem whatsoever. Just don't spam the chat and ask for shout outs and things like that, and then we will just get along fine. We have a really, really cool community that we hang out with here, so... Fly Graphite, the flight plan's on the top there, so we're going to 373 Alpha. At least one own motorcycle. You've had more than that though, haven't you? You've had a few, haven't you, Brett? Such a spectacle to see. It was Aaron RANS shorts that brought my attention to it. Oh no, you're right, mate. You're right. Elliot controls, flight controls, yeah. Sticks, yokes, rudder pedals, all that sort of stuff. This is 6 motorbikes since the second since married. Ah, okay. I enjoyed watching your moto vlog when you did it. Hey, Schmicko! Very kind of you, my friend.
It certainly is a cool community.
There we go. Guys, please make sure you pop in a heart and a like. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Schmicko is fairly new to our community and he's been fitting right in, so thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Drop some holy doolies. Thank you very much for the super chat. It's very, very kind. We're going to do some low ball flying shortly. Going to do some road runs in a minute. Nice, I'm saving up for a PC for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Right now I just have the Airbus TCA joystick and X-Plane 11. Well, there you go. Tassie must be a great place for riding bikes. Lots of windy country roads. Tassie's just a beautiful place in general. It's just a shame there's so many people there missing their front teeth, Brett. Are you passing the French Valley Airport soon? Possibly. Are we in the like some sort of la-di-da area? This is where they grow all the vegetables and stuff, isn't it? In the valleys down here, because the climate's really good. But they got hair. Oh, shubum. He knows when to hit me when it hurts. I got nothing on Brett on that one. I got nothing. See, I remember when Brett used to just take my jokes, but now he gives it back. You need a coffee? I'm having a what Evil calls a Clayton's coffee. All right, let's drop it to the ground and do a little bit of road running. Nice sippy cup, Shane. Hey, these cups, Willie, they've got smelly stuff in them, so it's lemon. And what happens is when you drink the water, you're smelling it as well, and it makes because it goes down the back of your tongue. It makes you think you're drinking lemon water. So you can have coffee ones, chocolate ones, you name it. It's awesome. Made by a company called Scent. I have one. Mrs. Oz has one. Junior's had one for ages. Spent all day trying to decide what components to put into a PC. I've settled for RTX 4060 and AMD 7800 3DX. Any suggestions? It all comes down to how much money you can spend on it, Elliot. But that sounds like a reasonable balanced PC decision there with those parts. I would probably still add 64 gigs of memory. Oh no, Mrs. Oz found out about and bought one for Junior, and then we saw they were on special, and I was like, let's get one each. Because I needed a new drinking sippy cup. Because I'm a baby. Here we go, let's do some road running. Go to budget $1,500. What currency is that? USD, AUD? Sounds like USD. Oh, it's getting busy on the traffic. It's AUD. Ah, from Australia. And which state are you from, Elliot? Good for brightening up those plain, boring water bottles. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the actual bottle itself is keeps things cold. Yeah, it's a good bottle. From Perth. Ah, we have many people here from Perth. I think one of our mods that timed you out was from Perth. Nice flying Oz. Thank you, Schmicko. We're just cruising, just mixing it up. The really cool thing with 2024 is actually doing this with traffic in 2020 actually takes quite a fair bit of performance out, but there's basically no performance hit with the traffic in 2024. You can go to town on it. Hey Oz, and chat, mamma mia. What's going on, Mr. Italy? We're just doing some road running, just to mix things up. Oh, I can hear the Sunshine Coast now, where I live, has got a police helicopter. The last couple of months. So I hear a lot of helicopters over my house due to the police helicopter, and we are not too far away from the hospital, which has a helipad on top. So we hear helicopters, but geez, I tell you what, that police helicopter's been busy. Should I get 64 instead of 32? Yeah, I would recommend it if you can afford it. You'll be amazed by how much difference it will make for your sim. I think when it comes to Flight Sim 2024, 64 gigs is like the minimum you want to be doing with this sim. Oh, we've got an overpass coming here. Gotta watch out for these. Because they look good from the air, but they don't look good on the ground. I didn't really want to be on that side of the road. So much harder to fly the planes in third-party view. Hey, there's Target. Our Targets are so lame in Australia compared to what they're in US. They've got like fridges and food and all sorts of things in your Targets in the US. Ours are only like a clothing department store in Australia. They're a different type. Well, Freddie's just overtaken us in the, what are they called again? Oh, I can't remember the name of those ones. Hang on, I've got to get him in the middle. See if we can catch him. I did a helicopter tour at the Sunshine Coast. What, in real life, Marcus, back in the day? As a tourist, of course. Would you do like a 15 or a half hour, or? What do we got? Ford. So that's a car dealership there. I'm hoping we're still going on the right road here. Be careful. I hear there are trees, 3D trees. Thank you, Mr. William Kelly. That's why I'm staying on the highway, my friend. It will cost me 130 to upgrade to 64, but I think if you think it makes it does. Makes a massive difference. Half an hour, I think. A bit of the coast, the hinterland, like the Glasshouse Mountains, it was great, yeah. That's the normal run they do. They usually go up to the Glasshouse Mountains. They will come down to Bribie Island and then basically come back in. Always, when I used to fly around at the Glasshouse Mountains, I would always be looking out for helicopters. Poking around. Sometimes they'll go up to Australia Zoo, fly over the top of that. I remember, I can't remember which instructor it was, but we were practicing force practice landings, and then we've gone, shit, we're over Australia Zoo. It's like, probably not the place to be doing it. Even though, like, we were in the appropriate height and stuff, but people were probably looking up going, what are these guys doing? Yeah, $190 over budget. Are you looking at getting a pre-built, custom-made pre-built, Elliot? This is like the OG Simpson chase. Sometimes it's just fun to break it up when you do sort of long bush trips. Hey Mazda, what's going on? Mazda disagrees with me. I will tell you this. When I put 64 gigs of RAM in my PC for a simulator for 2024, it made a massive difference. And I'll stand by that. Scaring the animals? There's no animals around. Oh, back in the Australia Zoo, yeah. It's the only reason why I would I recommended it, or else I wouldn't have recommended it. I cannot see any multiplayer traffic in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Mr. Fly Graphite, if you put in exclamation mark multiplayer in the chat, there's a quick video that a good friend of ours, Two Tone Murphy, made. It will show you what settings you need to be on. Also, we are on the West USA server, and I would highly recommend putting your avatar to Ultra and your multiplayer aircraft to Ultra, so you won't see them. But you're running like 128 gigs of RAM or something, aren't you, Aaron? Aaron's running a NASA computer. Mind you, though, his actual CPU and his GPU's considered old now. Going to use it for video editing. Yeah, exclamation mark multiplayer. I'm not sure if it's going to work with the capital. Oh shit, I just touched the ground. Oh, there you go. That popped up there. You are 128 gig RAM. What's is yours like 6000 or 6400? I know you got DDR RAM. Do you remember what the megahertz it's running at? Look at these cars just popping in and driving over the top. I think I just touched the top of that bridge too. Schmacko says I'm heading off. Thanks for the chat stream. Have a good night. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. It's very, very kind. Brett said one of my failed, so I'm down to 48 gigs. That's interesting. So you're running on 3 sticks. 4080. So Corpus, I was having heaps of issues with VRAM. It's been giving me the shit since Sim Update 2, like pulling literally my whatever hair I had left, I lost it all. and I basically enabled. Ooh, I think I just hit a car. I enabled dynamic scenery and stuck it to 40 frames as a minimum, and the performance of the sim with the 4080, you can put exclamation mark specs, my specs will pop up. You deserve it, mate. Oh, thank you, very, very kind. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back, our next stream will be on Tuesday morning, and then followed by Wednesday. Can someone put in exclamation mark specs into the chat? I'm sort of hand flying at the moment. And I'm burping up my own dinner from before too, which doesn't taste that good. If anybody wanted to know, I just burped into the mic. Oh dearie. And then all our latest specs will come up. Thank you, Inspector. Now it's going to come up like 60,000 times. All right, let's do another view. There we go. I'm hoping we're following the right road here. Hang on, I need to check. Yeah, it is Mazda. It's going to pop up like a billion times. It will. Nah, it's alright. It happens when you ask and then people do it. It's all good. I was kind of expecting that would happen, but there you go. It won't last long. Just got to make sure we're going in the right spot here. Oh, we are. Right. Just got to make sure we go on the right road here. Which we are. This will take us right into the right waypoint here. Bam for spamming. There was like 4 people that did it. Only problem when I do this, I can't see the bridges. I'm gonna keep an eye out for them. Should put it on the timer. I will now. It's never really been a problem, but it's a good idea, Evil. When is the next iFly stream? I missed the last one. We streamed the iFly just a few hours ago, Mazda, but I will be streaming it again. Probably sometime this week coming up. We're back to 4 days streaming. So we stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. That's all right. Oh. Nah, there's no need to donate. Just watching, it's cool. Times are tough in this day and age. The VRAM over subscription. Sorry, hang on. I've got a bridge. Hang on, let me just go up a little bit here before I can concentrate on that. Yeah, absolutely, Elliot. Watch, join into the community. You can join our Discord, hang out with us. And like I said, I'd mentioned before, we've got an awesome community here. Hang on, I'm just going to go to the front of the cockpit so I can actually read the chat, because there's a lot of bridges here. Corbus says the VRAM over subscription thing seems like a bit of a... Oh shit, I just hit the top of that bridge. Random outcome, not hitting everyone, but a rare thing either. Well, the thing is, what I'm actually finding, what I put on dynamic, I didn't want to use dynamic. I'm sort of against it, but I turned on dynamic on, and it basically the sim is flawless. Holy shit! We just got a little bit of wind from that. Look at this. If I fly over in between this thing, oh, hang on, that's actually sticking out this time. So look at that. Oh, I got some wind gusts there. Several truck drivers in USA have reported strange tyre marks on their roofs and the trailers. Yes. I've gone over the overpass a couple of times and popped the wheel on it. Dynamic? Shut up, Inspector. but I enabled it only because I said Symphonic, he's got a 3070 Ti, and I'm running a 4080, and I'm like, your sim's so much smoother than mine. Send me your settings, please. Oh, Jesus Christ. How close was that? This is the overpass. Sorry, this is the getting into the interesting scenery. So I'm going to go up a little bit. Just give my eyes a rest a little bit. And then I asked a couple other buddies, and I saw something that the actually A320 driver put out, something how to get rid of stutters. I don't watch his videos, but I happened to watch that one. So I turned it on, and it made a massive difference. Obviously, in the background, I'm like, surely how much is it changing the settings through? But you don't really notice it too much. So I switched that on. Stutters have completely gone, and the sim's running absolutely amazing. So if anybody's having stutters, I recommend turning on dynamic scenery set to a half decent frame rate, and I think you'll probably find that all your stuttering issues will just go away. The highway looks dangerous. Yeah, it's just getting a bit busy. So the setting reduces clutters on the fly to reduce FPS hit. Yeah. So what I did is I did a flight from yesterday on Saturday. I did a flight without dynamic scenery on, and I changed around a few things. I changed some settings in my OBS to basically give myself a bit more VRAM. I've got 16 gigs, and basically when I flew into LAX, as soon as the wheels hit, stutters pretty much like 1 FPS. It was crazy, and the VRAM was getting up to about 13.5, and I think my PC was allocating 13.9 as a maximum for flight sim with all my other stuff that we run, OBS, 8 other programs I have running at the moment for the streams. So then tonight I did an earlier stream, and I turned dynamic on, and I put at 50 frames as a minimum, and when I flew into LAX, it sort of dimmed down the airport building details quite a fair bit, but the performance was insane. So then I took off out of LAX, but I set the frame rate as a minimum at 40, and then what I found is that was the sort of sweet spot, and I had really a good looking airport, and it's obviously LAX, one of the biggest ones in the sim, and it sim performed fantastically well. So I guess you'd have to mess around with it and find out what frame rate that you want it to do as a minimum, find that sweet spot. Most of the time, like now, if I put it on, I'd probably be sitting on about 70-80 frames at the moment, but it's just different airports running high detailed aircraft. Like the Phoenix is very hungry resource at the moment, needs an update, but yeah, I didn't think it, I just thought it would be popping up stuff everywhere, but it doesn't. I'm just blown away by the difference it's made. You love the A330 driver? No, the bloke threw me underneath the bus, so I'm not a fan. Dynamic. That's a great setting, yes. Can you guys stop saying that in the chat? It pisses me off. Dynamic. See, Elliot, this is what we've got to put up with. Do you have any recommendations to grow your own YouTube channel? I only have 80 subs. Keep making videos. I've always set mine to 40 FPS, and I found anything over that that I do not pick up. Ah, so you're running it anyway, Aaron. The old dynamic. The dynamic. As the two other clowns, Inspector and Brett, like to call it. Just gonna keep following this highway a little bit, and then we're gonna come to, I think, our last airport, or near our last airport. There's another airport around here soon. We're gonna go up to. Yeah. So I did the same as Aaron does in The Sims, just running amazing. I will give the dynamic settings a whirl for my VR. Hard to get a smooth enough VR to find. Yeah, see how you go. And so you still have all your other settings there to what it is. I actually changed a few of my normal global settings to the recommendations from the NVIDIA app. Most of mine were spot on with it, but I just changed a couple of things. And I think you just got to mess around with the actual what frame rate you want as the minimum. But yeah, it's been pretty good so far. Like, I know right now it's messing around with the trees. Like, those trees aren't to the high level of detail. Like, it's messing around and switching those trees down. Because those trees are probably on low or medium at this stage. So it's done that. But I'd rather it do that and then me have, we're going to go underneath the bridge, a good performance. So the Raphael. It was like midnight and I was still putting that video out, and I'm like, shit, I need to Google and get the speech thing to say, how do I say this properly? I called it Dusseldorf, like the airport. Anyways, I was like, bugger it. I put in little Easter eggs every now and then for you guys. You'll be back, mark your words. I saw you pop a subscription in. See you, mate. Catch you later. I saw Elliot even chuck one in there. There you go. He's fitting in already. Couldn't agree more. I will ready to sacrifice trees for smooth running. Yeah, absolutely. I was pulling my hair out. I actually uninstalled Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, reinstalled it, and still got nothing. And then as soon as I clicked this on, it was just like, holy cow. The sim, in my opinion, is obviously made to use it unless you've got a 5090 and say running a 64 gigs of 64 gig DDR5 plus bloody, you know, a what's the newest one, 7950 3DX bloody thing. You can just run everything on ultra without the dynamic, and then, you know, it's going to give you 120 frames, and when you get to LAX, it might only give you 90 frames. You don't have to worry about it. But you know, so it's put the look at this. So it's still. Oh, there we go. Getting a bit of turbulence there. So it still puts the grass in and stuff. Like, that looks still cool. Like, I've got grass, 3D grass. Yeah, it's popping in front of me, but that's cool. Like, I'm flying along, playing peekaboo with the playing peekaboo with the trucks, and I got grass there. Like, how cool is that? Like, it's doing all right. Peekaboo. Oh, how old am I? We need to get off this highway soon, I believe, and I need to go up so I can drink my coffee. 3D trees. Boop. Right, where are we? I get this like this on long bush flights. I'm now following the street maps to find out where we have to go. I got grass, but not the grass you're talking about, says Richard. I tell you what, there's a house that I walk past. I take the dogs for a walk, and he obviously likes some certain substances, and the whole street smells like it. And on a Friday and Saturday night, I could probably stand out in front of their house and have a good time myself, really. That's how much I think they smoke it. Pretty much nearly every night, the same smells coming down that street. That might explain the peekaboos? No. I didn't take the dogs for a walk today because I started the stream at 4 off for the other one. The peekaboos are coming from, I think we're just about to hit our 5th or 6th hour of streaming. So we've been streaming since 4 o'clock. And I had a 35-minute break, yeah. So we've been streaming for 6 hours. That's why you get peekaboo. Same thing with my neighbours. It smells like a skunk. We've got some low cloud and some rain. So through those clouds there is where we're turning in. And we're basically, I can't remember where we're finishing off. But we've got to cut through the mountain here to get to the coast. Signing off, getting a late here, a great chat, we'll grab that 2024 build and of the 6s during the week. Make sure you pick it up over at the Contrail store. You can use a link in any of our videos there and it'll give you a discount. But I think you will get a discount anyway because you already have it. So amazing plane. The sticky sweet smell, it's not my thing, honestly. It's not my thing. It's never been my thing, actually. I have no issue with anybody else, but it just hasn't been my thing. I worked at a house the other day and the whole backyard was full of plants. Really? Which is the best GA aircraft, Sam? At the moment, you've got, in 2024, you've got this one here, the RANS S6. You've got all the Just Flight aircraft that have released, and also you've got the A2A Comanche. They would be all my top GA aircraft in the sim in 2024. Which is, yeah, I think I answered that before. So the RANS 6, all the Just Flight Pipers, and the Comanche are the best GA planes in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. You like TBM? Yeah, but the TBM's not in 2024. And I can't comment on the black square starship because I'll be streaming that this week. For 2020, I could go on and on and on. There's a lot more to change from, but I'd be talking about the black square Dukes and all sorts of stuff I would add into that. Even though you can sort of get them to work in 2024. Alright, I've got to figure out which highway we're going on. I'm flying by highways now. Shit, sorry everybody. We've got to put the indicator on and we've got to go down this one. Sorry, we're going down there, I think. Where's this road, or is it this one? Hang on. Hang on, which one are we going down? No. Following the roads. It's this road here. We're nearly there. Here we go. Gotta follow this road all the way down. Oh, there's a halt. There you go. You could land a helicopter on that guy there, on that hospital. So we got last leg, 9 nautical miles to go. I was gonna land at an airport somewhere around here, but can't remember where it was. And we're just about to fly in some restricted airspace in like 2 seconds here, for whatever reason. There's restricted airspace here. I'm not sure if it's on all the time, but it's restricted airspace because of the airport. Navigate like my sister. Well, I didn't end up putting the flight plan in. I put it in, see, look at this. The sim looks really, really good with the dynamic scenery on. That's insane. I put the Navigraph charts on, but that's about it. Is the Comanche in the marketplace? Looked for it, but I didn't say. I don't think it is. All the Just Flight stuff is now. Out of all the Just Flight stuff, the Tomahawk's my favourite. Do you think it's worth to upgrade to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024? Absolutely. I don't even have 2020 installed. Now that my sim's running great in it, 100%. Do you know what I'm going to have to do, Inspector? I'm going to have to jump into Mr. A320's video and drop a comment in there saying, I changed mine to dynamic and it's made a massive difference. Just to help the cause if anybody's have had what I was having, to try to turn it on and give that a go. You know? Inspector says, have a safe landing and a great week, Shane. See ya! See you, Inspector. It would be a great idea. As much as I don't, I am going to do that tomorrow. A big thank you all to you guys. Mr. Killswitch, Lucky, Phil, Alvarado, I'm not sure if he's with us or not. Mr. Clearpop, Saffron, Mr. Clive, Freddie, and everybody else that did fly with us. Dave, Frizzy Flyer, thank you very much for coming to fly with us today. If you type it, spell it dynamic, that would help. I heard the guys who did the Comanche disappeared. No, they're still around. They just do more stuff than just flight sim stuff. They actually do work for the military as well in flight simulation stuff. Found out Iron Eye builds do stuff too. I think a lot of them do other work. See, look at the sim. It's beautiful, insanely beautiful. Quicker by plane than the road, yeah. Just turn the plane sounds on up for the last time. that was a bush trip. That was fun. Microsoft ETE said that would take an hour and 27 minutes, and I was like, my ass, it will. It will be way longer than that. This is Payware scenery too. Got a slight crosswind from the left to the right. So we're dropping the wind into the wind and right rudder. So it's a fairly big crosswind. I've got no more right rudder pedal. There we go. Just come back in as we landed. One wheel down. Right wheel down. Nose wheel down. There we go. There we go. And flaps up quickly, and aileron still into the wind while you taxi. So you'll see the aircraft pitch over still. It's pitching on the tyre because it's using the new mechanics, the ground mechanics of the sim. It's so cool. The guy's done such a great job with this plane. Hey Josh, thanks man. When you get a plane that's actually made by real world pilots and stuff like that, it's a pleasure to fly. Where if you've got like a plane, unfortunately like Coronado, that looks good, but it doesn't fly like properly like a real plane. Alrighty, where are we parking? What's that over there? Well, there's a Baron. A very dainty landing, yeah. Someone's stirring up some smoke. Oh god, I still stuffed that up. There we go. We'll just have to push her into place. The old RANS. We should have did some flying with the doors open, but we didn't. Alright, brakes are on. That's already on standby. Landing lights. Strobe lights. And that's on. Let's cut that off. Fuel can go off. And let's turn the rest of it off. We put 2.1 hours on it tonight because I lost all my Hobbs time. There we go. She did well. Look at that. And one thing that this thing has got on it, as you can see, she was a clean plane before we did some flying. Now look at all the bugs she's got on her. All the bugs from all the wear and tear that it does. Look at that. All the different bugs and dirt on the wings. Oh no, I don't want to start it. Look at that. All the bugs, they were never there. So she's going to need a wash. It's pretty cool how they do things like that. Hey, Maple Leaf, what's going on? We're just finishing up. Here we go. How cool was that? Nice little plane. I think over at the Contrail store, and I think it's everywhere. You can pick this up everywhere, but you usually can use someone's discount code at the Contrail, get it cheaper, but highly recommend checking it out. My Cessna 185 Skywagon did that this morning too. What did it do? What did it do, Mr. Brett? I hope you're doing well, Maple. Coronado are generic flight models, but They suit beginners for casual flight sim. Absolutely, Glenn. Yeah, great stream. See you next time. Thank you, Mr. William Kelly. That's fine. Just woke up. I'm gonna go and grab food soon. No worries. Well, I'm gonna go and grab a bed soon. Oh, the bugs. Yeah. So they're obviously aircraft. It's good that they're actually taking advantage of the Microsoft Flight Simulator stuff. So, Freddie, thank you very much for flying with us, Freddie. I appreciate it. We're going to be back. So coming up this week, we'll have a 1 or 2 products releasing Flight Sim mods. We will have 4 streams next. Well, there might be 3 streams next week. It depends what happens with the Flight Sim Expo, because I might be making extra video content over the weekend. I tend to do Fly the Noob. What's going on? I tend to do on the Expo weekends. So we may not have a Saturday stream. We'll just see what happens. But if not, we'll just go 4 streams. And we have a hardware video coming out Tuesday or Thursday. It was meant to come out this week, but I have filmed it, but I haven't edited it yet, so it will be out this week. And then our news video will probably become the Flight Sim Expo news video this week. So that's what's happening. But we'll be back on Tuesday morning for some more streaming. So I want to say thank you for you guys for jumping in and hanging out with us. Thank you to the mods for moderating. I want to say a big thank you to Aaron for his 41 months, Michael for the $2 super chat. Schmicko's not here anymore, but thank you very much for the super chat. And then also we had a dono from Clive. That is very, very kind for you guys to do that. And I am gonna get out of here. And then I'm gonna say goodbye to whoever's left in the drop bears, and time to get to bed. Glad to be able to get a chance, Phil. It was nice to have you. It's been nice actually. Last few weeks we've seen some old friends in the Sims, so it's actually quite a nice little airport. Nice GA little airport here. I'll be away Tuesday time for William to catch me. Brett, when are you streaming next? Kill Switch, thank you, mate. Thank you for flying with us. Evil, thank you, buddy. When are you streaming next, Brett? Probably tomorrow. I'll be away Tuesday time for William to catch me and take time. So he's away Tuesday, but you streaming tomorrow? I think you do Flight Sim tomorrow. Anyways, I'm going to pop in Brett to go and check out if he's streaming tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm off to bed. I will catch you later. And no, Wednesday at the moment, got stuff I've got to do. Okay. Well, we just gave you a shout out anyway. Just remember, don't watch the news. You're just going to get disappointed. Go and watch someone stream some Flight Sim or something like that and chill out. I think it's probably the best thing you can do these days. Anyways, guys, no servicing the tractor and do other recordings. Oh yeah, okay, for the other channel. All right, guys, catch you later. Love you lots. Be good, and thanks very much for putting up with me tonight. I will see you all. See you later.